What's going on, guys? Pegasus from the Wise Guys here with the one and only Antman 816.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got the, repping that Young Game Cafe. I see you. Shout out to Game Cafe, bro. That's where we are. But you played Swordsoul. Did you win again, bro?
Yes. 5-0.
5-0?
5-0.
Swift like.
Swift like.
Real swift like.
Real swift like.
And you beat that bomb right there that was playing the
I'll give
Bystial
him some
deck.
credit. I had to scoop against scoop game 2.
But you beat this bum, though, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
He's a bum, isn't he? No, I'm joking.
Hey, that game 3 though.
Hey. No excuses, bro. No excuses. We're talking to Mr. First Place back here, sir.
Much better, it would be better.
All right, man, let's get into this deck profile with the one and only.
Alright, so I know right now through the community Swordsoul's kind of hype. It's still Bystial Swordsoul, but I made some changes. Want to do my little take on it real quick. So, we still on the standard 3 Ecclesia, because, she better than her lover Albaz. Then her peoples, the Moye, the Longu, the Chuchaya, that's all you need.
Perfect ratio to you?
Perfect ratio. There ain't no other ratio. It's this or nothing at all, because of a couple cards you play for just ratio purposes, and then 3 lights, 3 darks, and 3 earths. This can deal with a problematic card. You can banish your Swordsoul cards to activate your monster's effects, and then add them back to hand with this when you have a non-effect monster, and then the token in the Link Monster Monk are non-effect monsters. And then this right here can summon another one of these from the deck, but it locks you into worms. But this deck can play with rivalry. And someone flipped rivalry on me today, and I was like, yeah, okay, thank you. I just play worms.
Doesn't mean anything.
They don't mean anything.
Right.
Because even though your hand traps conflict, you play your 3 Magnamute hand traps, your 2 send cards to graveyard, and then he's just summon Skull. That's all it is.
Literally.
With locals, people are playing a lot more not tier. I've noticed, like, if you're trying hard, you're grinding, you're practicing for world points, yes, you are playing the tier 0 deck. I don't fault you for that. Or if you're trying to get great, you're picking that deck up and you don't know what you're doing, then you get clapped. But for all the decks that aren't tier, 3 Veiler. Some of the young people up here that are really good at the game, and I respect their talent. I had to play something that can stop them on their turn and then still let me play the Bystials, because yes, the Tinnies and the Bystials can conflict, but if you know what you're doing, you can. Kenny Rogers, got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Do you just hold the Bystials late?
Yes.
Late, like later?
So if my next play on my turn involves me using a Tinny monster, or having a special summon a Tinny, I won't even play the Bystial at all. But if the Bystials will interrupt their plays, then I play that, because more or not, if you end with either the Effect Veiler, the level 1 tuners, or you end up with a Ecclesia in hand. Sometimes you can break them to where you stop them where they only have like 2 monsters and they're not really don't got to deal with. And then if you have her in hand, she just specials out, and then you can sync, or you can just combo off. Or then with like
it's an easy Baron or whatever or Chen Ying or whatever you want.
Or you play Yazi. Like, people are gonna crucify me for my extra deck, and I play the 1 Yazi, but level 1 tuner and a Bystial is a Yazi. So.
Hey, bro, you kicking all our ass, bro. We can't say too much.
And then the last hand trap that I had to go back to, because I'm not running the tier too often, is Ash Blossom. It's a level 3. I haven't made the extra deck changes that I want. I wanted to test Psychic and Punisher, because this and a level 8 is Psychic and Punisher, and this deck is just about clearing your head off. It is Siegfried. It is Nightmare from Soul Calibur. I am one swinging your head off. That's my goal. One turn.
He's just giving me brownie points. He knows I'm one of the best in the world.
I'll give you that.
One of the best in the world with Siegfried.
So that's all the monsters. It's a 41 card deck. 3 search every Soul Sword card in the deck, or the monsters. 1 Monster Reborn. It's good. When you're trying to OTK, you search this instead of Blackout. And this can revive a worm monster. So, like, even if it's like your opponent deals, so your opponent cracks your board. So you go again, you're like, okay, well, I have a Moe and a thing. We're going to start over again. So you summon another Shishao, you can get this, and then this can reborn that Shishao. So you got 2 monsters at 28. You probably got your Baron back, or depending on what all you decide to do.
Just enough for game most of the time.
Yes.
Right.
And then the only traps I play, well, actually I'll save it because they're Swordsoul, but the last 3 spells is 2 Potted Desires and then 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. I main deck this for locals mainly because I'm always running into that random back row hate. Or that back row stuff that's problematic. D-Fisher's a big thing right now. Summon limit when they side into it, or some people are actually maining it, or they'll main goes in like Marincess. There's a couple of really well Marincess players here, and yeah, y'all know the fuck out of me. 2 Blackout. You play the Desire, so 2 Blackout. You always want to get 1 to grave to be able to banish it. You always want to have at least 1 to set, so that's why it's 2. Anyone can argue me on that. You can play 1, you can play 2, but if I Desires and banish 1, I still got 1 left in deck. That's perfect for me. So, like I said, 41 cards. I cut the other branded stuff, the Bystial stuff. Lebellion, Branded Regain, and Branded Beast. Great cards. When they come up and they work, they are perfect.
When we don't.
So I just cut them, and then it flows a lot better.
Yeah.
They basically got cut for the Ash Blossoms, and then I used to play the Infinite Impermanences in the main, and then switched it for the Effect Veilers because I need that light in Graveyard. And yes, you do play the tinnies to facilitate the lighting darts, but sometimes you need them in Graveyard for their effects.
Outside of your engine.
Yes.
I got you. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So there's me. I'm the Swordsoul. It's a bad picture. I got to go to another event, get a better token. And then my field spinner. Shout out to old guy.
OG.
So extra deck is followed. Kind of standard. You play 2 Chi-Shao. When a synchro is summoned, you can search a sorcerer card. You can banish a card, target another card on the field, and negate. That's why this works so well with Bystials. Is you can use Magnamut's effect, or you can just have the other 2. And then if you get Ching Shot, I don't know names. You get this one out, Chingy. This from St. Louis, this Chingy. You get him out. This is a 2-card combo in a sense to where you banish 1 thing to negate something, and then you can banish a Bystial. And then this will trigger, and you rip an opponent's card off the field and from the graveyard.
So really, the whole reason to play the deck is really this. This with Bystials is actually kind of...
Yeah, so you're banishing everything. The highest I've ever gotten him in a game is, and it is ridiculous because I had to do 2 Potted Desires, but he was almost at 7,000.
By himself.
By himself. Just because that many cards were banished from both sides.
And they were probably at 0.
Oh, yeah. And then Sinister. Fun fact, you cannot make him with a Bystial. It takes a worm. But this is Mr. Burn 12, Burn 12. Played against a branded player today, and he was like, I'm going to play Branded Fusion. I go ahead and banish it. You take 12. Oh, well, no, Fusion Summon. Go ahead, Fusion Summon. And then he summons Albion. And I'm like, okay. Send it. Take 12. Go ahead, Fuse. And then I had Valor. I'm like, yeah, no.
So you had waves of interruptions where you couldn't even play.
Yep. And then, like I said, in that game, he took 12 to 36. Well, 24 from this and then from the regular monster. Mm-hmm. And then your standard Baron. You got to play Baron before. That's the last level 10 that I play. Like I said, I want to play maybe 1 more level 10. I got to look at all the level 10s. Definitely want to try Psychic Game Punisher, but that's just another card that just swings over the head.
Yeah,
and there's ways to make it with the level manipulation. It all still matters right now.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. Wow, I didn't even.
But try not to be cute. That's the real thing. Try not to be cute. Just like when people want to crucify me, I do the 1 Yazi, the 1 Baxia. Should be 2. I will admit that it should be 2. But just for the way I play with locals and the stuff that I run into here is why I have to do this. So those are 2 Yang Zings. Warlord Savage Dragon. And then if y'all not playing this, because Cashier is going to be a real card, and so is still Tier, Crimson Blader. You kill one of their monsters.
Thank you, Antman, for playing a tech that people should have seen years ago. But why do you enjoy Crimson Blader so much? And in case people don't remember what it is.
You destroy a monster by battle, and then they can't summon level 5 or higher monsters for their next turn. basically what it says. It has 2800 attack, level 8 synchro. It just handles so many problems. So that means like branded, they can't fusion summon anything because everything is level 8. Cashier, everything's level 7.
Fluanderies can't even summon Impin, and you know, I got you. Man, that's dumb. That's dumb. I see. Shout out to the tech, Antman 816.
And then the other tech and why this deck the way it is the tinny package. So the tinny package is Draco Berserker.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was able to beat Matt. You
mean this bum?
So we got in kind of like a grind game. He had 2 monsters, and then he spooky dog with me, and so I just summoned this with Taya and used Taya to banish the token, so he didn't get no life off the token. Summoned this, he gained 3k, and then I was able to just power over his monsters because this can gain attack from a monster, it destroys, and then attack again. So I just went pop, gain attack, pop, and then it was just grindy.
Or you just burn him for 12 and kill him anyway. You know, like there's always going to be a way to kill people quickly.
Oh yeah, and the rest of the tennies is simple. You play 2 monk because he's religiously monk, and then you play 1 shaman, and then again, problematic Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be a thing. Draco, Master of the Tenny. This card has helped me out against Babushka, Tryhard, or Scareclaw, Tryhard. It puts all monsters into defense mode that can go into defense mode, and they're unaffected, and it's unaffected by defense position cards. So yeah, you'd be like, yeah, I'm a Synchro Baron, and I'm pop it. It says you can't.
Yeah.
It's unaffected.
So this is the outbit. You probably a necessary evil that you have to play.
Yes, because this should not be in the deck. It should be the second Baxia. So, but that's why this is in here. And then it just deals with stuff to be able to.
Is there any other card you've thought about in that spot, or is that probably like one of the best ones?
It's really one of the best ones because the other one because I play the Bystials that I still play because it matters because you have the tier decks that send in everything, milling everything to grave. You have other decks using Azizu cards to send everything to grave. Willow. Card gains 100 for every card in the opponent's graveyard. And then it has the detach, the bounce stuff and whatnot, but it's just the fact that it can be another big beater.
Well, that's busted.
And then there's one other thing.
Yeah, that card has like 10 paragraphs of...
Oh, it can reborn an opponent's monster. Because you can target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, detach 1 to 2 materials, and then either return it to the deck, or if it's a monster, you can special them face and face down. Yeah. It's pretty good, but yeah. So that's and then I guess for a side real quick, just super quickly, because I didn't want this video to be too long. You play all your defensive cards on the side. 3 triple tactics, Cashier is real. Board breaker. The impermanence went here because, again, Cashier playing cards that say, oh, your monsters, any monster going graveyard be banished instead. Okay, so all my effect veilers are dead. Yeah, no, effect veiler or this. So this is why this is on the side, because
to switch him out.
Yeah, and then because I hate cards.
And with that, kids, shout out to Antman 816. I see you, bro.
Appreciate you, Greg. I appreciate you, Pegasus.
Yes, sir. And we're out. Dugan!